is happening, guys? My name is Jamie, and today we are reviewing one of the classic hard rock / heavy metal bands. It is none other than Deep Purple and their album, their classic, one of the most influential albums you could say in hard rock. It is Deep Purple, Machine Head. Holy shit, this album, if you haven't checked out this album, I question what the fuck are you doing with your life, because holy shit, this album is quite impressive. Now, in case you don't know, Deep Purple are a hard rock band. A lot of people are debating whether they are heavy metal as well. Since in 1970, they did release an album called Deep Purple in Rock. Now, this album was heavy, it was gritty, and it was very close to metal, you could say. Deep Purple have definitely influenced heavy metal, in my opinion. So after the album Fireball, which was another hard-hitting album by this band, although it wasn't as heavy and gritty as in rock, they decided to move on to a different production approach, and this was to create Machine Head. They wanted this album to be much more raw sounding. They wanted to sound like it was out of an arena or something like that. They wanted a big, majestic sound on this album, and certainly they did. With Ritchie Blackmore on guitar, we also had Ian Gillan, the amazing Ian Gillan on vocals, and we had Roger Glover, of course, on bass, John Lord on keyboards, and none other than the fantastic drummer Ian Pace on drums. So these 5 individuals created an album which was very influential to that time, and a lot of people consider, even Rob Halford considers Machine Head to be one of his favorite albums of all time. It is indeed one of my favorite albums of all time, if it outside of metal. It is, because I absolutely adore this album. I really do. Not to mention Ian Gillan's vocals on this album. In case you don't know, Ian Gillan is also the lead singer of Deep Purple, and he was also in Black Sabbath as well. Deep Purple were associated with Black Sabbath, especially in the 80s. So there's so much happening within the Deep Purple's bubble here. What was really interesting is that it's got none other than the classic Smoke on the Water. How Smoke on the Water came about is a fire which occurred where Deep Purple were recording their album Machine Head. So they decided to create a song from that particular event, where there was a huge fire, someone lit up a flare, or everything caught on fire. I think Frank Zappa was playing on that night and everything was lit up in flames. So that was a really interesting story. But Deep Purple really changed things, in my opinion. They really changed the rock spectrum with this album. Although this album isn't my favorite Deep Purple album, it's my second favorite Deep Purple album because I absolutely fucking adore it, and every song is a fucking banger, it really is. In case you don't know, Deep Purple also incorporate prog elements throughout this album, and they also incorporate a lot of prog elements throughout most of their albums, especially in the earlier albums such as Deep Purple in Rock. Had a 10-minute song, which was very proggy. Deep Purple decided to create some really nice instrumental flares on this album. So let's talk about the production. Now, I don't know the original production, but I got the remastered version, and the production is absolutely fucking fantastic. It really is. I just love the tone of Ian Pace's drums on this album, not to mention John Lord's keyboard tone is absolutely fantastic. It's got that 70s keyboard vibe. Roger Glover is very prominent on the bass, and Ian Gillan's vocals are absolutely fantastic. The amazing screams he can deliver throughout this album, especially Highway Star, along with Space Truckin, that incredible scream he has. And then you got Ritchie Blackmore on guitar. I love his guitar tone. So with 7 songs running around 37 minutes with a bonus track, When a Blind Man Cries, this album packs a punch, it really does. First of all, you consider it to be quite a heavy album as well, especially in the 70s. This is rivaling Black Sabbath's Paranoid, in my opinion. It really is how heavy some of these songs are. You get Highway Star. So Ritchie Blackmore incorporates some really nice guitar riffs, and I just really enjoy how groovy this song is. And not to mention, Ian Gillan's vocals on this particular song are absolutely fantastic. I just love his high range, the tone, the distinctive, rich and warm vocals, the incredible scream he provides throughout this song as well. Get some really nice solos, not to mention the nice drum fills. This song is very fun. It's a very fun song, run about 7 minutes as well, and this certainly packs a punch. What the album is going to hold. This is one of the best opener albums, in my opinion, for any rock album out there. The guitar riffs are very catchy, especially the chorus as well on Highway Star is, wow, absolutely fantastic. His screechy screams on this particular particular song are just one of the best. So then another favourite track of mine is Pictures of Home. Pictures of Home is fantastic, it really is. And there is an awesome instrumental jam. And this is when Ian Gillan incorporates harmonica on this song, and I just love the beautiful guitar solos, and not to mention Gillan's vocals are fantastic. He certainly holds a foundation in this song, and there are some really odd time signatures as well, along with keyboard solos to just enhance the song into the next level. This is a really hard-hitting song. It's got some really nice groove to it. Yeah, it's one of the best songs off the album. Of course, another one of my favorites is Smoke on the Water. How can you ever forget that riff? Dun, 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 dun. If you ever pick up guitar, this is the first thing you learn. The first fucking thing you learn. This is the most famous riff in rock music, rock and metal music, the most famous riff out there, along with probably Walk by Pantera. Of course, this song is absolutely fantastic, but I think a lot of people haven't actually heard the full song because I love Ian Gillan's vocals on this. He's really nice, grungy vocals that convey quite a lot of emotion. You know, there was a big event that was based on this song because it's all about that Casino Fire with Deep Purple were recording. So you know there's a lot of emotion. There's a really nice guitar solo by Richie Blackmore as well. I just love Ian Pace's drumming. It's really hard hitting as well. Overall, it's a really good song. It may be the most overplayed song ever, but I bet a lot of people haven't actually heard the full fucking song. Another one of my favorite songs are Lazy. Lazy's a good song, it really is, and I just love how prominent the bass is throughout this, and just the overall tone on his vocals as well. You get some really nice keyboard moments by John Lord. It's overall a pretty good song, and I just love how Gillan says lazy so damn good. It is so damn good, especially how he expresses that emotion. Probably the most heaviest songs in the 70s. In the early 70s would be the next song, which is Space Trucking. This song is so damn fun, and it's a heavy fucking song by this band. It's heavier, especially the depth of the guitar riffs, and Ian Gillan's vocals are absolutely insane. This is when this man goes fucking insane, especially in the conclusion of the song. But what you get is a really nice solo, along with some really nice keyboard moments, and then you get Ian Pace's drum solo. You get his drum solo on this song, and it's absolutely fucking fantastic, along with the prominent bass. Just love the riff in the chorus. Come on, burn, come on, burn, come on, burn. Let's go space trucking, come on, burn. So damn good, and that's why Space Trucking is one of the best closers off any album, in my opinion. Yeah, this album is close to a masterpiece, in my opinion, although it's not my favorite. I just love the overall production of this album. I feel like the production on this album is one of the best producing albums of that time. I love how heavy, I love how gritty this album is at times. Space Trucking is such a heavy song, along with Highway Star. Smoke on the Water is a masterpiece. Yeah, it's a fucking great album. Yeah, so every song is a killer. Even Maybe I'm a Leo is a fantastic song as well. I love those riffs. And Never Before is a good song as well, but it just doesn't hold the substance as the other songs. If I had to rank this album, it may probably be at the moment second or even third. I'm not too sure, but the next album after that is Who Do We Think We Are, which is another fantastic album. It really is. I just love how different that album is to Machine Head. Deep Purple really emphasized Machine Head into a powerhouse. It really did. And can I say, this is probably the worst fucking album cover of all fucking time, I think. It's pretty bad, that album cover. It's like a fucking morph. Someone's taking a photo of the band, but taking a photo through a sheet of steel or something. I don't know what they were thinking with that album cover, but yeah. Overall, it's fantastic. It's got a metallic feel, this album. Yeah, so for Deep Purple Machine Head, it is a 9 out of 10. And just overall, close to a masterpiece. Close to a masterpiece. So guys, comment below if you heard this album. Do you agree or disagree in my opinion? Keep discussion in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one.